Okay, there's something you mentioned that you were able to pay for using your savings.
Yes.
The savings, where had you started getting money?
Okay, when I started living with my mother, my eldest brother is a hard-working person. He works during the day, he works during the evening, he's always at work. One is to support the family, but also I think that is his nature. So all of us, we need to work. During vacation, when you come from school, there is always work to be done, and there is no salary. But every now and then, he would give me some gifts and he would put them in the bank in my savings. So that's how I had a saving.
Okay, which work was your brother doing?
Oh, my brother, first he started in an agricultural project. Then he moved from there into a metal work project, where he very quickly, he became the foreman of that company. So that's why during my vacation, I can go in there and work with him. And the work as I was doing also is metal work. And without knowing, I learned even how to make tables, chairs, welding, bending, all those things there.
Okay, so after 2 years in Bible school, were you able to finish, or what happened?
No, it was supposed to be 3 years. But after 1.5 years, the government ordered all high school and university level students to go for a literacy campaign. So the school was closed, and I had to go to the village to teach the farmers how to read and write. So I had gone with my friends there, and we stayed, I think, another 1.5 years there. But it was all a political game, because we never taught even one day those farmers how to read and write. But it was the socialist government trying to train the farmers to nationalize the land. Because once they are aware, they will be told from today on, all land belongs to the government. And you farmers who are farming the land, now it does not belong to the owner, it belongs to you. That's how they nationalized the whole country. So we were there to facilitate that thing.
Was that surprising to you or to your fellow students? How was that experience?
Some of them, they had some communist knowledge, so it was not surprising for them. But some of us, we were very surprised. And the campaign was disrupted many times by riots, and because some other people, they realized that their power is being taken. So there was riots, and sometimes we had to evacuate even from our camp, because those owners of that land, they can kill us, because we are the one informing the farmers that it is yours from now on. You don't give the fruit to the owner of the land. So it was disrupted, and during that disruption, I had come to Addis, and my elder brother also had come to Addis. I stayed with him 2 or 3 months. Then the disruptions were settled down, and the students had gone back to their camps. Then when I went back, they told me, you are late, so you are dismissed. I told them, even give me a letter that says you are dismissed. No letter, they just dismissed me. And at that time, the radio was saying, anyone who has been dismissed from this campaign, he will not go to school, he will not work, he will not even live in the land, something like that. So it was very scaring time, but it was only to scare people. It did not happen, but I was not able to finish the 3 years. I stopped at 1.5 years. But with that 1.5 years, I was able to minister in the church, because the church was underground. It had Bible school underground, and there are no teachers.
Why was the church underground?
Communism does not want churches to operate. So because they don't want to hear that there is a God. They are God themselves, you see. You must do whatever they tell you to do. You cannot tell them, my God does not allow me to do this. You cannot tell them like that.
So for a Kenyan audience, what does a church being underground mean?
Underground means that you meet by secret. You meet only few of you, like 7, 8 of them, you meet underground. The Bible school was underground. There is an academic school, which in the evening also has an evening academic school. That is what the government knows. But there is one room among the many rooms that we conduct Bible study. So that is underground. Nobody knows. The students, they enter like the students, and then they go out. Because the school was a church school, and the church was conducting the Ethiopian curriculum for education day and evening. So that is an underground Bible study, Bible school.
And did you face your faith? Was it questioned, or did it grow even more, knowing that you're being
Yes, it
underground?
was questioned, but those questions, they make it grow. Yes, they make it grow. Even in the national campaign of literacy, we were 7 of us only believers. The others, they were all communists. So we tried to witness to them. They also tried to witness to us. And we did not manage to bring them to our camp, but also they did not manage to take us to their camp. So it only strengthened us. And when we are underground church, also the same, 7, 8, 10 people, then you don't come all at the same time. If the meeting is at 7, then some they come at 6:30, the other another 5 minutes, 10 minutes, like that, slowly, one by one, because some people outside, if they see many people entering that house, they can suspect that house. And then you don't do the meeting always in one house. Like this week is here, next week you do it in another place. Another time you do it in another place. That is underground church.
So where was the desire of meeting coming up? Why did you want to continue meeting?
We need to study the Bible. We needed to encourage one another. We needed to find out how we are doing. So all the members, they were assigned in a group. And there was a leader, and that leader, he can report to the others. So the church was existing. There was even a collection of money to pay the ministers, but it was all underground. The money does not enter into the bank. We have like one on the north area, another one in the south area, who collect the money and they do the payment.
Was there any time you found out that there was a church operating there?
Yes, but not of our church. Some other churches, they were found, and once you are found, you are taken all into prison. So many were taken into prison. And later on, the government also decided, if we put in prison the leaders, then the members will not have anything. So they started to capture the leaders of different evangelical churches. But the members, they became even more aggressive. Once the leader is not there, they become the leader. So they tried. Some, they were in prison. But me, I did never happen to go in prison. Sometimes when you go to take food to some of the members, the guard will ask you, are you also a believer? He will ask you. And now you cannot say no. When you say yes, he will tell you, go, get inside. So it was very difficult even to take food. So what I was doing, I would go, I take some of very young children, but mature children. So I will go with them, then I will tell them, go there and give it and say so and so. The policeman will not ask this child. He will receive the food and he will come. So we were doing like that because we said, if we continue to go inside, all of us will be on the other side. And God helped us. Some of us were on this side, and the others, they stayed on the prison side.
How long did this season last?
It had different phases, but it lasted 17 years. But not at the beginning, it was not as severe as it was, but it started to become more severe and severe. So it lasted 17 years.
What did that teach you about the faith of Christians?
That it taught us that not only us, even the next government, they were communists, you see. And I think they must have done their homework properly, and they have said, these people, if you persecute them, they become even more. So that's what the lesson that we have seen. Because during the persecution, the church in Ethiopia, it grew in many proportions. There was no local congregation that was able to contain its members when freedom was given by the other government. Like the chapel that we were using before the persecution, then when the freedom was given, it was not enough. There were more believers afterwards, and the kind of believers, they were very committed ones. Because at that time, you don't just become a believer because it is acceptable. No, you become a believer and you know one day you will go in prison. And when they take you to prison, you are happy you go there.
Okay. And you said you are serving in the church. So there was a church that you were serving in at that time as well?
Okay. Most of the those who serve in the church, they are volunteers. So I was working in a rehabilitation center as a full-time worker there, but I minister in the church, in the Sunday school, in the Bible school, as an elder. So we were serving in the church, but working in another organization.
What were you doing in the other organization?
The other organization was a rehabilitation center for street children, whom they were collected from the street. They were given food, shelter, education, and Christian education. And I was responsible for the vocational education. The founder said only academic education will not be enough, so let us give them vocational education. So in the vocational education, we give them woodwork, metalwork, carpeting, tailoring, all those things. So I was coordinating the vocational part. And I worked there, I don't know, maybe, I forgot the years, but there are many years.